Good morning, everybody. Happy World Card Making Day. I'm just going to give everybody a couple minutes to pop on if they're going to pop on. Sometimes it doesn't like to. Oh, there we go. Someone's popped on. Good morning, Miss Kimmy. Actually, I'm just going to turn this just a little bit like that. There we go. Thought I was going to be by myself for a bit more this morning. Such a beautiful day outside and so bright. Oh, I'm so glad we're getting this weather now. I think I'll just give it about another minute. Oh, okay. I also shared it too. I was hoping that that would have worked, but... I'll give it till 9:05 and then I'll start. It might just be you and I this morning. That's okay, people can watch it on replay. Okay, well, good morning. It is Saturday, October the 4th. It is World Cardmaking Day, which is very exciting for us card makers. It is a day to celebrate all things cards, even if the postal company is on strike, which we won't talk about because that just makes us all angry. But I hope you have some crafty plans today and that you have fun crafting along with me today. It looks like someone else has popped on, which is good. I wonder if we can we tag at everybody? I guess I can't. Maybe? Good morning, Mary Pat, and happy World Card Making Day to you too. It's going to be a fun one, hopefully, today for everybody. Okay, so today I'm using the Autumn Pumpkin set. Okay, hold on, let me grab my background paper here. One I use for everything, which is like my favorite, like woody one. So we're going to be using the Autumn Pumpkins. And the Too Cute to Spook, oh. My very, very simple sketch. And the Too Cute to Spook Kids. I also pulled oh my god, I'm having a brain fart on the name, the stencil with the spiders and the cobwebs. So we're going to be using that too. So today we're going to work on a Z-fold card, but we're also going to do a tag too. So we're going to have some fun with that today. All right, so let's get in here. So what I've done is I have stamped the pumpkins. So we're going to be using the full set of pumpkins. And I wanted to do the little bee girl, just because she's adorable. And I haven't used her yet. I've done the little lion, but I haven't done her. So I'm just gonna cut out my pieces and then put these ones to the side. Okay. So the paper I'm planning on using today is Hey Pumpkin by Doodlebug. So that's sort of my color scheme that I'm going with today. Woo woo! Autumn Pumpkins is 50% off today if you don't already have it. And as Kimmy mentioned in the coffee chat yesterday, you can still shop. And I'm having a brain fart, but I believe she said you can put in-store pickup and or the if you are in town, and then if you're going to do regular shipping, what she'll do is when Canada Post has opened back up, and she can refund the difference. But correct me if I'm wrong, Kim. I believe that's what you said. Spidey Senses, that's it. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. I feel like such a dolt. Okay. I mean, it is 9 o'clock and I've only had one sip of coffee, so you might have to forgive me. In Ontario, that's it. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was in town or... At least I don't sound like a man today. You know, that last one. All right, so... I also put some cardstock that I'm going to be using, and I'm just going to grab, I just had a bunch of stuff stuck on top of my marker, so I have to move that off. Okay. Okay, so, for the pumpkins, I like using YR30, I'm using Copics, by the way. YR35, YR38, and my YR14. For greens, I want to go with more of a limey green. Let me grab my color wheel here. Get back here. Alright. So I'm using the little sheet that I showed you earlier to pick my colors. Okay, so we are gonna go more limey. All right, well, another go-to green is YG23 and YG25 and YG17. So we're gonna do that color combination, or do I want to do 03? No, I'm just gonna stick with this. There you are. Okay. I'm gonna do them all orange, but you can play with the colors. I think I've in the other card I did a while ago when this first came out, I did different styles of pumpkins. So I did some with like little knobbly things. I did a white pumpkin with some green bits on it. So you can do all kinds of colors with these, and just, you know, play with and like mix it up. But I'm gonna work with these colors. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the Y35 and edge in my darkest parts. Can I make? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try this. Oh yeah, it does work. Okay. Just while I'm coloring. Makes it a bit easier. Okay, so I'm just gonna edge in my where the shadows are. Just so I sort of have a guide. So do you guys have any plans for today? Other than working on some of the fun challenges that are going to be posted? Perfect. Miss Kimmy has posted all of the challenges up in the group, and I believe I did see a photo album, so I think that's where you're going to be posting them. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's where you're going to post them. So take a look at that, and then she's also got some videos up for inspiration. Good morning, Michelle. Happy World Card Making Day. I'm going to use YR14. Was just asking if anyone had any specific card making plans today or crafty plans. And just reminding everybody we've got the challenges posted up in the group now. Miss Kimmy was up bright and early to get those ready for everybody. Oh, nice, Mary Pat. You know, I've got a few things to work on myself, and then this afternoon at 1 o'clock we're going apple picking. So I'm gonna take some pictures so I can journal about it, because I'm trying to be more, wouldn't say present, but present in my life, and taking pictures even if I don't want to. Because we all know how some of us feel about pictures. But you know what? No, we have to be present, and when we do things with friends and family. So, and then I plan on being crafty for the rest of the day. So I have cards to make, and I want to take a look at the challenges, to be honest, too, because I want to have some inspiration. Y38. Oh, cool, Michelle. You're so done with the apples. Right, yeah, it's a week and a half. Oh my god, I can't believe, like, it felt like so long ago, and then it was like, oh my god, can it get here, because we're going away for a week, if you guys didn't know that. And it seems to have crept up on us. I've got little gifties for all the girls, and I need to wrap them. And they've been sitting on my table for like 2 weeks. So I'm like, oh, I gotta do that. Oh, I gotta do that. Now I really gotta do it. Ooh, cool, Mary Pat. That's fun. So we go to Apple Land here in London. And the last time I went with one of my girlfriends. And I got a big bag of apples. And I was amazed at how much longer they lasted. And the fact that they were still like super juicy and super crispy and not all yucky. Like, I was so amazed. So that's why we're going back this year, because the apples were so amazing. And we got to pick so many different varieties. Don't ask me which ones I ate, because I had fun picking. And you can have one while you're there too, which is like you can eat it right off the tree. And it's really, really cool. And they've got like a kids section and like all fun stuff. I mean, not that I have any kids, but it was nice to hear them laughing and having fun. Sorry, this was Y35 if I didn't say that. What printers do you print your pictures? Oh, so I have an Epson PictureMate, and I just got a little Ivy one to make smaller ones for my planner. Hold on a second. I can show you because it's right here on my... I have a planner trolley. Because I'm so lame. So I use the PictureMate for my big pictures, and then I just got this off of Amazon. So I'm gonna try, because it's like sticker paper. So I thought I would use that to make some stickers too. Do I have the PictureMate? I do have something I printed with the PictureMate, just as a side note. I'm doing an October bucket list, so I printed that with my printer. My PictureMate. I like the quality. I mean, it's not the same as if you get them professionally done, but the price point is fine. And to be honest, it's hard to find places that you can go in and do them. You have to do them all online, and it doesn't... I hate to say it, but it's not the same. Like, if I'm doing it myself, I can control a lot of things. But if I have to do it through, like, some online platform, it's harder to control, like, you have to pre-touch up all your photos. Or I can do it in the app. It is a lot of work that she did. That's amazing. But I can see how you would be sick of the apples afterwards. Oh, we also need a brown. E37 we're going to use for, like, the little tops. Like, do you have family recipes for a lot of those? Or is it just something that you started? Like, does your family get involved too? It's kind of fun though. I love apples. Fall is my favorite time of year. Alright, so the vines, we're going to use YG23, YG25, and YG17. Because they're smaller, I'm just going to go in with the 17 and start, which is the darkest color. And I'm just going to turn this on its side. Oh, I'm going to pull my nose. Hold on one second, guys. That's sneezing, man. Much better. Okay, back with the YG17. I'm concentrating on. Okay, YG25. And then the YG23. Oh. Oh, cool. Do you guys do that like every year, or is this sort of like the first year you guys did it, and are you guys going to continue? Like, that sounds like such a fun thing to do. I want to try start doing more things with my family. It's kind of hard when we're so far apart. Apple cider donuts. They sound yummy. Now I'm getting hungry. Thanks so much, Michelle. All right, so I'm gonna work on the little girl next. So I need some B colors. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've never made apple pie filling. We do apple butter. And applesauce. I mean, I make applesauce all the time. Just because I have to be careful with the sugar, so it's easier to make it yourself. Sorry, I'm just picking yellows. I don't know how yellow do I want to go. Like, do I want to go bright yellow, or do I want to do more muted? Maybe Y17. I'm thinking I'm liking the Y17. Okay, so where's Y17? There you are. So if I use Y17, I'm going to throw maybe a bit of 15 in there. And maybe I'll put it in the Y. Oh, thanks! Yeah, it's the Doodlebug Hey Pumpkin line. If memory serves me correct, this, I think, was the last year's release. I can never remember, and I don't know. Oh yeah, it is 2024. Copyright. Actually, some of the other ones, I don't know. Oh, 2017. Yeah, I had another one to pick from, and I went with this one. I also pulled out the Booville one, but I love their colors. I love how bright that their colors are. So we're also going to need the oranges for the pumpkin. I got skin tone. I've got that. I need a dark gray. How gray do I want to go? C8 maybe, and a bit of C10. And a bit black, maybe a bit of C6. So I grabbed some C's in my 100. Hair, I think I want to do brown. So maybe we'll do the 30s. 37, 35, and I need a 33. Where are you? You're around one. Okay. I'm sorry, I was just laughing about that comment about your husband. Oh boy. Yeah. Alright, so I went with a paler skin tone. So I think I'm gonna give this to my niece. If Canada Post ever decides to open frickin' up again. Like honestly. E00. I'd like to mail it to her. So I'm just using this to edge where I want my shadows to be. Kim. Yeah. They got their good qualities and their not so good qualities. And they're very frustrating qualities. I love this little girl. She's so cute. I don't think any of my nieces were actually bumblebees at all. Oh, guys, you are inspiring me with these calendars, but I just like to do it in my planner. Well, I should have more fun. I should be more creative in my planner. Oh, sorry, E04. I almost forgot her here. Okay. E11. Yeah. I get a funny story about my dad. So I had stomach surgery. Oh my god, how long is it ago? 2009, 2007? Quite some time ago. Anyways, so they didn't really have stitches. It was held together somehow. I don't know. Anyway, so when I first got out of the bed, I somehow opened up part of it, and I guess when they do the stomach surgery or something, they blow you up full of like liquid. It was dripping, and one minute my dad was there, the next minute he was gone. Thank God I had my mom. Same thing, men. Sometimes they can handle it, and sometimes they can't. And if they can't, you can't find them. Alright, and then I'm going back in there with the E00. Oh, and then there's that, Kim. Yep. It's like we just talked about it. It's funny, my sister and I, it's the same thing too. So, sometimes I find when she's on her phone, she's not present in the conversation. So we have this thing now where it's like, did you listen to me, or were you, oh God, how do we say it? Oh my God, now I'm having a brain fart. Basically, like, did you absorb the information or did you not? Like, were you present and in the conversation, or was I just talking at you, basically? Because it's the same thing. Sometimes she gets, she tunes out. But I think we all do that too. And sometimes for her it's work. She's concentrating on something, which I get. But again, that goes back to me trying to be more present. Oh, she's so cute. The men disease. Man, if women ruled the world, things would certainly be different. I think I want to do her hair next. So we're going to pull out the E30s. So I've got 37, 35, and 33. Studies show that they... Oh, Lord. So we got to make it 6 to 7 actually 5 seconds. Oh, geez. That's interesting, though. So I'm starting with my E37. And I'm just flicking towards the center. It does really make sense, though, like, when you think about it. I mean... It's a little different with my dad, too, though, because he's extremely hard of hearing because of work. So it's interesting with him because he's got 2 hearing aids and his hearing is gone basically in the crapper. And he, at least I'm trying to start learning sign language with him, to make it a little easier for him, especially when we're out. But it's amazing how he is a lot more present in the conversations now with his hearing than he was before, which I find very interesting. And it's also because we have to stop and face him when we're talking to him, because he's actually pretty decent at lip reading. So he does catch a lot of what we say. But I'm also finding it helps with my pronunciation and enunciation. And I also take care more when I talk to other people, which I found was quite interesting. But I don't know. I'm just gabbing, shooting the shit. Okay, so let's do her little bee outfit because that is super cute. So let's start with the blacks. I think I'm gonna do it 8. So C8. So I'm gonna start with her little stinger. And then maybe I'll throw a little 6 in here. So I'm gonna do every other. There we go. I'm gonna throw some 6 in here. Sorry, I tend to move this around when I'm coloring. You guys will know. So this is C8 and C6. I just wanted to give it a bit of definition so it wasn't just a solid color. I was gonna say I wanted to give it a bit of movement, but variation in color. There we go. And I think I'm gonna do her headband too. Actually, where's the 8? So that was the 8, and I'm going back in with the 6. Now the question is on the pumpkin, do I do black eyes or yellow eyes? I think in the normal ones they're black. But I can't remember. Maybe I'll just use 15 and 17. Okay. Why 17? What's the consensus? Are the eyes in the pumpkin buckets black or yellow? Oh, and the balls on her head. And 15. Yeah, but if you use it for trick-or-treating, the holes aren't open. So I can't remember. I think I've got a Walmart one in my cupboard. Not that I'm gonna grab it, but you know, maybe I should look. That would be the smart thing. I think I want to do her socks yellow and her shoes black. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my C8 and do her shoes black. But I'm going to do her leg warmers yellow as well. Black in a bucket, I think. Yeah, I think so too. Oh, you're a nifty card. Yoop. That was a fun set. I wonder what challenges. Okay. And don't forget, we also have the Crafty Kindness one. That's always a fun one. All right, so challenge 1 is use 2 or more stamp sets and inspired by me. And then a fun fold card. There was create any type of tag, holiday, birthday, anniversary, etc. And then there was a video by Danielle. So fun. Sorry, I was just looking at the challenges. Okay, so I'm going to pull back the yellows that we were working with which is Y17 and Y15. And I'm going to do her leg warmer. So I was just looking at these. All right, so Y17. Y15. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use the C8. Excuse me. With this awful lingering cough. C8, I'm going to do the inside of his eyes. Oh, pumpkin. Alright, and then we're going to put those pumpkin colors that we used last time. Alright, we're going to start with the YR14. Y38. And then last but not least, Y35. And I think I'm going to use the C8 again and just do the handle. Okay, now for the candy, I wanted to do something like color-wise that I have here. So sort of to incorporate some of the fun colors. So there's some green. I need a brighter orange, I think. Oh, wire 15, if I can find it quickly. Oh, wire 16. And what else do we got here? Pink. All right, I need to stand up. Not finding the colors I want. RV25. Yellow. All right, we're gonna go with those, I think. Ooh, back down in the chair. Okay. do the big candy bar pink. And I think I'm going to do gumballs. I'm just using a mixture of different colors, and I'll do yellow. There we go. So just some fun colors. So that was RV25, Y15, YR16, and YG23. All right. Now, she's done. So we are going to put together the Z-fold card. Okay. So we're going to cut them out after. So the way that the Z card works is you're going to have a piece cut at 4 1/4 by 11. So basically down the middle of an 8 1/2 by 11. Okay, actually let me scroll out a little. Oh, hold on a minute. There we go. Much better. Okay. Z-fold card. 4 1/4 by 11. You're going to score it 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And then basically it folds like a mountain. So you go mountain, and then it folds over. Like that. So we're going to do it together. I have a piece pre-cut already. If I can find where I put it. We may need to do another one. Yeah, we're going to do another one. Not quite sure where I put the piece of paper. So I'm going to grab my trimmer. Oh, never mind, found it. Oh, you're just having your first sip now? Oh my goodness, you crazy. 4 1/4 by 11. So we're going to score it 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So 2 3/4. And 5 1/2. Okay. So you're gonna fold this over like this. So it's like a little book. And then fold this one back. And then there is our Z-fold. See? See? Oh, I guess, yeah, it is almost. I keep forgetting that we're all not on my time. It's 6 o'clock there, yeah. Hey, I give you props for getting up that early. No, thank you. I am a night person, not a daytime person. But I also have insomnia, so it really just, it's an all-day thing. So you're what, almost you're 4 hours behind us? Yeah. Okay. So my thought was, when I was making the card, that I would put the pumpkins here. And then our little bee girl would be right here. So I pulled out all the papers that I liked. And I do want to include the candy paper. But remember, we also have right here that we can decorate too, including here and here. So I think I want to do it on the front. also have this really cute pumpkin paper, which I thought would be fun. And then I kind of do like the polka dots though. And this sort of gives me a Beetlejuice vibe. That's too much pink, I think. Green. Okay. This is the hardest part, is deciding what I want to do. Sometimes I just go for it. Alright, so I am going to do my base layer on the back of my card. I'm going to start with the green. So I do it 3/16 of an inch smaller. So just keep that in mind. You can also do 1/4 of an inch. I think I'm going to try pink. We'll see. Because they've got these cute little pink tongues in here, and I kind of want to pull in the pink a little bit. Have you woken up now? Oh my gosh. So with Mercy, we were playing with her, and a couple of months ago she has really bad anxiety. And we got her onto some meds, and she seems to be doing so much better now. But there was a fire alarm, and she had a freak out, and she pulled out one of her teeth. And I didn't realize until my sister pointed out that she's missing like 2 more teeth. And she's gumming it on the bottom with her 2 main teeth and 1 tiny little tooth that's holding it. She looks like an old person. It's quite funny. So I think that's what I'm going to do for the back of the card. Ooh, you're gonna get your craft on today too? That's fun. Okay, so I measured the side piece and I've written down the sizes. Okay, so the first one has to be 2 9/16. 8, 9, and 1/16. Oh, I botched that one. Oops. All right, 4 1/16. Let's start with that one. Alright, so I made it 2 9/16 by 4 1/16 as the first layer. Then I think I want to do the polka dots. Yeah. I kind of want to add some green in there though. So width-wise, 2 9/16, then 2 3/8. 2 3. I'm like all about the layers today, I think. Alright, so the front piece is the same. I think I want to pull in the pink. So, I'm going to do the same thing. I got this one to size already. So 4 and 1/16. 2 and 9/16. Okay, so let's start with the back, and I need my adhesive, which I threw back into my drawer. There we go. Alright, so let's start with our pumpkin layer. I've got that song in my head that plays with like every fall video. And don't ask me what the words are. And I'm terrible at humming, but it's playing in my head on repeat. You know, it's usually in the ones where they're doing like the ghost photo shoots and stuff like that. Or I'm terrible with that. Alright. Now we're going to grab our pumpkins and we're going to fussy cut those out quickly. Oh yeah, no. Oh, earworm. I know, right? And it's like, as soon as you see it or you watch part of that freaking video, every video that plays after that plays that dang same song. What was it last weekend that I had in my head? Oh, Psycho Killers. And I had that in my head for the longest time. It was driving my sister bonkers by like the 3rd day. Because you know how it goes. You'll be randomly doing something and then you'll belt it out. You have your movie list. Ooh, what are you planning on watching? I typically watch the same thing over and over again when I'm crafting, mainly because I've seen it so much that I can listen to it and I don't need to be present while watching it. Like if it's a new movie, no, I don't do that. But if it's one I've seen like 20 or 30 times, sure. But what are you watching, Carrie? It's interesting though, because when I'm crafting, I like movies. And I don't know how many of you guys are like this either. But let me know, I'm curious. I've always wanted to do audiobooks, but I can't. Unless it's a biography, there's something about the way my brain works that I can't. Like I'm one of those readers who visualizes what's happening as she's reading. And audiobooks, I can't do it. But yet I can listen to a memoir, but I can't listen to a book. Is anyone else like that, or is it just me? So my sister loves audiobooks. She listens to them all the time. But I can't, and yet I can listen to movies while I'm crafting, which is interesting. The one time I tried to do an audiobook, I ended up stopping what I was doing for 2 hours to listen to the audiobook. I couldn't do two things at once. Oh. So, okay, good, Carrie. So at least I'm not the only one. Yeah. But my sister and I were having that discussion as to what type of reader are you. Are you one who reads and visualizes what's happening as you're reading it, like imagining it going on? Or are you the other type of reader who doesn't do that? Interesting. Okay, so yeah. It's interesting, right? Silver Bullet, Goonies. Oh, Hocus Pocus. Yes, girl. Lost Boys, Blade. Love Blade. I haven't watched that in a while. Maybe I'll pull that out. I say pull that out. Pull it up on my iPad. Gone are the days when the DVD player comes out with the TV. Oh, okay. So okay. I'd be interested to know if your daughter does the same thing. And it's funny too, when I imagine things too, when I'm reading, is it doesn't always reflect how they're described in the book necessarily. Like I have an image in my head once I've started reading, and it kind of just sticks, even though they say, okay, maybe they are a ginger, but I'm still seeing them as a brunette. Or it's just the impression of the person, basically. But it's interesting, right? Like how people are so different. Or maybe it's just me, because I'm crazy. I have to see it with my eyes and definitely live the story. Yeah, I agree, right? It's interesting. Definitely depends on the audiobooks. Some require more concentration than others. Yeah, I agree, Deb, definitely. It's interesting. I like, oh God, who's that blonde girl? They're like a self-help. She's like a big motivational speaker. Anyways, I can't remember her name. But I like to listen to her talk while I'm cleaning. And she actually gets me. And it's not a book about cleaning. It's just a motivational speaker. And her audiobooks just... I can get so much more done if I'm listening to her. I can't read her, like, as a physical book. But listening to her talk, I can do that. Alright, so we're going to do our pumpkins like this. Now, question is do I want to put a little piece of white paper there, which I think I do. So I'm going to need my ruler. Alright, so we're going to put this here. I'm going to do it just slightly in and close it. So if I do 2 and an 8, I think would work. So let's try that. So let's cut it. My daughter's reading books and journals, a book. She's a speed reader. 3 books at a time, different genres. Interesting, Carrie. Now, sometimes I have 2 books on the go myself. And I'm pretty good with remembering what happens with books. Or if my sister be like, I'm looking for this book with this sort of theme, what book is it? And I can usually pick it out. But yeah, it just depends on too what kind of a mood I'm in for what kind of books. But I think we're all like that, right? Sometimes you're in a mood for something different. But I definitely do read more than one book at a time. All right, so 2 1/4. And then I saw a comment there from Deb. Oh, yeah. That's the other thing too, right? The book is always better, like, let's be honest. But sometimes the movies do not disappoint. But you're right, it's weird when you have an image in your head and you think that that's what it should look like, and it doesn't. And it can be frustrating, for sure. Now the question is, do I want to have it come? No. Okay, like that. 3.5. Wow, Kim. Wow. 3 books and paper, ebook, and audio. Hey, I give you props for that, man. Mind you, though, I think I wouldn't mind someone reading the audiobook to me as I'm reading the book. That might be cool. I haven't tried that. But yeah, I get that. Like this summer, my reading has taken a slump too, which I'm excited for October because I'm going to bring 3 books and my goal is to read all 3 books. We'll see how that goes. It might last all of 5 minutes. Because once you start crafting, it kind of just, the day seems to disappear. So I'm going to put our little white piece in there, and then we're going to put our little pumpkins here. I need glue. Ooh, you've got some arcs. That's exciting. Ooh, the Thursday Murder Club. I have those. I haven't read them yet, but they look so good. To be honest, they've been on my TBR shelf for a while. Doesn't stop me from buying new books now, does it? No. Maybe I'll bring one of those. Let's start those. It'll be interesting to see, is it Prime that did the TV series or is doing the TV series, and how well they do it based on those books. A series of 4, I believe. Oh, ARC is an advanced reader's copy. So basically it's not released to the general public, and authors or publishers will release it in advance of the publishing date. And they give it to people to like review and like do reviews and rate them. It's actually kind of cool. I got I've got 2 before. I think Emily King, something about the Queen, the 100th Queen or something like that, or the Starlit Queen, which was really good. I can't remember the name of it. You know what? I should probably look it up. And then Tender Beast. It was a YA one. I couldn't get into it. I actually did not finish it. But maybe I should try it again. I think sometimes with the types of books you're reading, you have to be in the mood for them. So I'm gonna use some Craftin' Kimmy dots. Good morning, Danielle. I'm gonna use orange, the green, and orange, and pink. All right, so there's the inside of our card. So I'm gonna just glue that on. Some extra glue because this is heavy. All these layers. Right? I do too. It just adds a little zhuzh. I also like Doodlebug with their shaped ones. I've got some shaped ones from them here, see? And then like googly eyes. And then the corns. But I didn't actually get any of, I only got the paper with this one. Which is weird, because usually I'm like, I buy a bunch of different little things to go with it, but the Kimmy dots work just as nicely. And they match perfectly. Yep, I agree. Multiple books. That's why I have a bookshelf. And in 2 years, it's completely full now. And I've started putting them on the top of the bookshelf. I almost need another bookshelf. But I'm trying to be good, because we also have, I hate to say it, a Kindle Unlimited subscription. So for like $10 a month, you get a bunch of, so I try and at least read 1 or 2 on that so it makes sense. My sister reads a lot on that too, actually. But I use Libby a lot too, and my local library. So I try and use different sources. I also have a Kobo too. So. And physical books, all the fun stuff. Okay. So there's our inside, and now our front cover. Aren't they amazing? I love enamel dots. I have a whole crafty drawer full of them. Except I gotta stop saving them. And just take the plunge and use it. Because, you know, when I die, who's gonna want this? Unless I can get my nieces or my nephew into this. And then they can come over and have at her. Oh, this is so fun. Look at this. Okay, now we need to put the little girlie on the front. So we're going to trim her out. And then we're going to add some glitter. Because, you know, why not? Okay. Now, where's the sentiments? Let's see what we got here. How about trick or treat? And I think I'm going to back it in green. So I'm just going to stick this quickly. And that'll work. All right. I'm just gonna stick this to the side for 2 seconds while I just cut out our sentiment. Ooh, don't want to lose the pin. I don't think I cut that straight. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I want to add up just a teensy bit of glitter. Let me just go grab my Nuvo drops. So I'm just gonna add some glitter to her poof balls on her hat and to her wing. And we're done. Or at least the card. We're going to do a little tag too with the Spidey Sense. Alright, Miss Kimmy. Now, I will show you what I was playing with, but I think I've changed my mind on what I want to do. Is I have this sticky stuff with foil. So I was playing with the spiders. They look pretty cool, don't they? I just haven't decided what I want to do with them. But, I don't know. Alright, let's make a tag. I think I'm going to go with white. Are they fun? In hindsight, I should have done the spider webs first and then done them. So I think I might try that when we're away in October. Yeah, they are shiny. I love them. I did coffee beans too, but I don't think I kept it. Yeah, I did the coffee beans too, but I didn't like how it looked. Doesn't look neat. So I'm gonna try it again, I think. Something different. Anyways, side note, I wanted to play with these with the spider webs. I think I might, I don't know. I just don't want to ink on top of them and then lose the shininess. But if any of you guys have tried it before, let me know. Okay, so we need to take off the top piece, and then I need okay. So I'm gonna probably just thinking, what color do I want to use? I think I'm going to do green and orange. Oh, yeah, right there. I was looking for my inks. I pulled them out this morning, so I would have them. I use a water-based ink. I can wipe it off the file. Okay, good. They're so pretty, and I don't want to ruin them. Which does it really matter, Alexis? No, it really doesn't, because I can redo the foiling. However, you know, I think we all feel that way. I mean, I could also pen in a couple of ideas just popped in my head. Okay, so we're gonna need pumpkin patch, and I think fresh grass is the way I want to go with the green. Let's see, or do I want to do Lucky Limeade? Let's do Lucky Limeade. Alright, so I think I'm going to start with the green first. we're gonna go in with some pumpkin patch. Ooh, how fun. Alright, so that was Pumpkin Patch and Lucky Limeade. Now, I want to do... I just got an idea. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pull out my Wicked Black, and I have a little someone. I think I want to do just a little guy. There we go. And I'm gonna grab the little eyeballs from my other pack of Doodlebug. I think I did this on the other card too. Yeah, I'm gonna need this. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, every time I use these, they make me laugh. I think I'm gonna do a big one and a small one. Oh, that's actually a little too big. Have another little guy here. Perfect. Now I want to do, okay. We have the Boo sentiment on the Too Cute to Spook. Aren't they fun? Honestly, Doodlebug should just make them at Halloween all the time because they are great. Alright, so I think what I want to do is Boo Boo Boo. Or maybe boo boo boo. I'm thinking I want to do a couple of flags. I'm just debating on what paper I want. I think I'm gonna do that. All right. I'm just doing some flags. Always feels like someone's watching you. Yes. Although I did get a new book, speaking of books and creepy stalkers. He Sees You When You're Sleeping, the one with the glow-in-the-dark cover, which is totally cool. It actually does glow. I haven't read it. I was just intrigued with the cover, which is such a bad way to buy books. But totally creepy. Okay. Hi, Alice. How are you? Good morning. Oh, I know. Aren't they so much fun? Okay. I'm just gonna cut. Ay, Jaya. Now, I definitely have to cut that down. Okay, so what I wanted to do on this, where's my black? Ooh. That's exciting. I love the stencil. It's one that was in my bag to go in October, and I had to pull it back out. I should know by now not to pack until the day before, but then, you know, you pack too much, and I'm trying to be good. You know how it is for any kind of trip. To do the little tiny strings. Putting the 0.5. There. And then there is our tag. And I had some black string around here, so I'll have to find it after. But there's our tag. Super fun. All right, so I hope you guys had fun with our little mini class this morning. So we did this, and where's my card? It was dry. I put it to the side. Okay. So we worked on these today. And then there is our card all stretched out. And there you go. Well, happy World Card Making Day to everyone who is able to pop on, and if you're watching it on replay, same to you. Don't forget we have some sales on these items that I used today, as well as we have some challenges in the group. Kibbs post. Oh, hold on. Sorry, excuse me. Not enough coffee. We have some challenges up in the group, so check out the featured tab on the Facebook page. She's also linked some fun videos on our YouTube channel so that you can watch for some inspiration. So, thank you for joining me this morning, and again, happy World Card Making Day, guys. All right, bye.